Good evening, everyone. So we are into week 2 of our 21-day challenge, and I just wanted to check in with everyone and see how you're feeling and see what changes you're noticing in your body, and make a plan for our third and final week. All right, so first of all, how are you feeling? How are the workouts going? Are you getting them in? Make sure you're locking them off in the challenge tracker app, and you're drinking your Shakeology every day. The Shakeology is formulated to be enjoyed every single day. The purpose is to fill in those nooks and crannies of our diet that 90 plus Americans are lacking. And when you're looking at that, you're going to be fueling your body the right way. Are you menu planning and meal prepping? Are you sticking to a nutrition plan that comes with your workouts? If for some reason you haven't gotten started on that, message me and let's make sure that you're eating according to your goals. Do we need to tell her anything? Are you feeling like you're hungry at certain times of the day? Are you energy, where is it at? Do you have more energy? Do you feel like certain times of the day less energy? Let's look at what you might need to modify to keep going with your goals in our final week. What are you most proud of? Really, really acknowledge all of the wins that you have. Like I said, the scale is one marker, and if you're just starting out, you're going to see kind of the scale go up and down as your body is kind of adjusting to the workouts and to new eating plans. As you're building that muscle and you're losing weight, the scale may not shift at first, and then all of a sudden you're going to start gaining traction, and you're going to start seeing that weight fall off if that's your goal or build. So let's look at those things that are not scale related. Are you feeling more determined? Do you wake up every day feeling more determined to work towards your goals? Are you eating less? Are you, and by that I mean, are you not overeating? Are you eating till you're full at each meal? Do you have an increase in focus or energy since starting this challenge? Do you feel more persistent? Are you trying harder to stay on track? Are you more motivated? Are you drinking more water every day? Our goal should be half your body weight in ounces. How are you doing with that? That makes such a big difference, especially in your digestion and your energy. Personally, that's something that I always am striving to make sure I'm maintaining. And the days that I'm not staying hydrated, especially in the afternoons, I hit that wall. So, you want to make sure that everything is in check. Are you getting in more veggies? If you're drinking your Shakeology every day, the answer is yes. You're getting your daily dose just by drinking Shakeology. Are you eating less fatty foods? Are you cutting out those French fries that you used to always have to have? And now it's not something that you're craving. Are you eating less sugar? And by that, especially processed sugar. Fruits and vegetables in moderation are great. But are you cutting out all that, the extra desserts? Are you getting in more movement? If you're working out every day, hopefully the answer is yes. I noticed once I started getting back into working out, I just was motivated to get out of the house more. Before that, I just wanted to lounge around and watch TV. And then now, my girls and I, we want to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. And even if it's cool, get outside and get that fresh air. Do you feel more positive? Working out, taking care of your body naturally lends you to typically feel more positive. You're surrounding yourself by positive people. How does that make you feel every day? Do you feel a difference in your digestion? Like I've mentioned before, it typically takes your body at least a week to adjust to Shakeology. If you're still feeling those changes, you might want to cut back your dose of Shakeology to a half a serving, and then, in a couple weeks, boost up to a full serving. How are those cravings? Were you typically always someone that had to have something in the evening before bed, but now you're satisfied after dinner? Do you notice your hair growing thicker and faster? Your nails, are they stronger and growing faster than before? Do you notice any less inflammation in your body? These are all things that by drinking your Shakeology, working out, staying hydrated, may have an impact. So I want you to really acknowledge those. Those are big things. Those are big wins. Make sure you're reflecting on your progress each day and each week. Journal about it. I think that's a great way to sometimes keep track of your progress. Make note of how you're feeling that day and be honest. Did you hit a wall at 3 o'clock? Well, maybe in 2 weeks you won't be hitting that wall. The more consistent you are about taking care of your body, the more consistent and better you're going to be feeling over time. We really want to be creating momentum. If this is your first round, this first challenge with us, right now you're just trying to create those habits and build momentum. And then after this, keep going. You don't want to stop. You want to keep going. I haven't actually had my labs done recently. It's something that I should have done before getting all involved in all of this. But if you regularly have your labs taken, that's something you may want rechecked after you finish this challenge. Is there any difference in your cholesterol, your blood pressure levels? And then, of course, always, the weight at the end. But like I said, try to save the scale until the end of this challenge. Are you noticing muscle change? My weight at this point kind of goes up and down, but I'm really working on building muscle, and I'm seeing muscle with this challenge after the Fix Extreme in my upper body. I'm really seeing a change in the strength there. So those before and after pictures are gonna be key when you finish to see those changes that your body is going through. I want to remind you that this is not a diet, guys. When you do a diet, you're cutting calories. That's what it is. You're essentially usually cutting calories and depriving your body. And what does that leave you? Cranky, tired, you have less energy. Nobody wants to be around you. But with this, you may be cutting calories to help meet your weight loss goal, but you're replacing with Shakeology the nutrients that you may be cutting. So you're still getting all those nutrients. So hopefully everyone around you is still happy to see you. Hopefully you're still smiling every single day. And maybe, hopefully, even at this point, you see an increase in energy, not a decrease like a typical diet. That's why diets fail, because you feel miserable. And that's not our goal. Our goal is to feel good. What else did I want to share? So, we all have different goals. Some of us are working on maintaining, some of us are working on building, some of us are working on weight loss, but a lot of that, we're still using the same tools. We're still working out daily. Our workouts are tailored towards our needs. You're drinking your Shakeology because you're trying to make sure that you're getting all the important nutrients you can each day. And I want to remind you that Shakeology is not a protein shake. It is a complete meal replacement shake. The creator, if you had watched the video earlier in this challenge, Carl, he goes around the whole world to find these ingredients. They are not organically certified, and the reasoning for that is that there's 50 to 60 ingredients inside Shakeology. And for them the process to certify it organically is 1, expensive, 2, time consuming. So those are the big things that hold it back. They have to, certify each farmer for each ingredient. So he goes around personally, talks to all of the people that are involved in creating these ingredients, and brings it back to the U.S. And here in the U.S. is actually where it is created. So it comes from around the world, but is actually made and produced here. So they have control over all the elements going into it. And they want to really maximize the nutrients that they get from each of these ingredients. Typically, farm to table, you lose 40 to 50% of the nutrients. And Beachbody and Carl, the creator of Shakeology want to make sure that the least amount of ingredients are lost in this process. I also want to note that our body is not capable of producing excessive amounts of protein. So Shakeology has 20 grams of protein, and that, the average person can process no more than 30 grams of protein at a time. So that's something important to note, that sometimes adding to a meal or adding supplements, that's, your body can't process all that. Keep pumping it towards stuff is not always the right way. You want the appropriate levels. Don't go overboard. You're just going to waste your money, and I don't want you to do that. Make sure that if you're not seeing changes, let's talk about your nutrition. Nutrition is a huge, huge part of seeing progress. So maybe your containers or your portions are off, and we just need to adjust them slightly. If you're drinking your Shakeology daily, how do you like it? Have you figured out the right combination, the right recipe for you? I know personally there are a few combinations that I just don't love. That's still great, and I can still drink it. But, I like mine blended. That's just my preference. I can shake and go when we're traveling, but that's not what I prefer. I know for other people, though, that's what they love. They like just to mix it with water, and they're good to go. You can also, I will share this week some ways to not just make the Shakeology bowl, but there are Shakeology recipes for desserts and for energy bites. You can go to Shakeology.com and through your Team Beachbody account and find some other recipes to mix things up. If you don't want to just drink your shake, you want to eat it as well. So moving on. What other things have you noticed beyond just gains? Have you noticed a difference in your wallet? By eating well, take care of your body, you can potentially save money. Are you eating out less? Are you skipping the drive-thru? Are you skipping Starbucks every day? I know my husband, for an example, he stops on his way to work and gets a coffee every single day and often drinks another cup at work. And I'll admit, he doesn't drink his Shakeology every day. Something we're working on. But, when you take care of your body properly, you don't need those things. Are you a person that before always had to take energy shots or to drink energy drinks just to get through the day? Do you not need that anymore, and you're saving that money there? Supplements. Shakeology is your daily dose of nutrients and also vitamins. So, check with your doctor, of course, but you may not be needing your daily vitamin anymore. Shakeology might have everything that your body needs. Everybody's different. Everybody has different, makeups and needs. So, check with your doctor and verify. Bring them a packet of Shakeology and show them if you have any questions at all about what your diet specifically may or may not need. We're really working on preventative care. I want to remind you of that. We're not, of course, if there's things that you have goals, specific goals, but, Shakeology, working out daily, eating well, those are really preventative care. The average American spends $1,400 a year in medical costs on preventative diseases, obesity, heart disease, diabetes, sorry, I was blanking. Those are preventative diseases. And if you take care of your body, you're not spending that on medications. You're not going to be spending it on doctor visits. My family has battled 3 stomach bugs this past year, 2 that left my girls and my husband down and out for a whole week. And I just was fine cleaning up the puke, and I stayed healthy even though I was taking care of all 3 of them. Numerous colds have passed through my house, and I may have gotten a slight sniffle, but I've noticed that to the extent that everyone else has gotten sick, I've gotten very minor. Like I said, maybe a sniffle, or they had a cold for a week. Mine lasts for a day or two, and that's key for a mom. Like, I can't be sick. If you are at all curious or have any questions about adding to your shake, there are power boosts that you can add to it. They have power greens, which is a great one. If you are doing a really hard workout, if you're working out for an hour or more, or you're doing leg day, and you do need that extra boost, Energize is great. It's great. It's a short derivative boost. So even if you're working out in the afternoon, you can still go to bed at night. It's about a couple hours that it's in your system. And it's great. I don't use it every day. I use it on occasion. Maybe if the girls had a really rough night and were up, and then I had a really hard workout planned, I may use that just to get through my workout. I have recovery to use after those hard workouts that you can add to your regimen. They also have the Recharge, which is a supplement you drink at night to give your body extra to recover in the evenings. You can use them as daily, or you can use them occasionally as you kind of listen to your body. If you have any questions, if you feel like your body is needing something that's not getting, if there's your workouts, there's just something that's just not going well, let's troubleshoot. Most of you, if you're new, you have the ability to have the trial. A lot of you have the Beachbody On Demand. There are countless workouts on there, guys. There's anything from beginning to advanced. There's 15-minute to hour-and-a-half workouts. So if you're getting bored with what you're doing, it's probably time to mix things up. If you feel like you're not getting the results that you want anymore, it's probably time to mix things up. I like to change things up every 30 to 60 days. That's my personality. I get bored. I also feel like, I kind of just hit a mental wall. So if I mix it up, it just helps me keep going, and keeps me like intrigued and interested in my workouts. Or even throughout the week, if on Sunday you just want to mix things up, that might be a rest day. So maybe on Saturday you want to mix things up, pop in the Country Heat or Press Play on Size. They're great to mix things up, but you're still going to sweat and you're still going to get a workout in. So, sorry it's kind of long. With this group, we can't do live videos. It's a little bit harder. So, please, please, please reach out if you have any questions at all. I'm here to help you. I'm here to, guide you along the way. Post in the group if you're frustrated, or if you are just super proud of something. We want to celebrate you. We want to cheer you on. So share, and great recipes, anything that you find, we want to hear about it. So, all right, guys, you have an awesome weekend. I'm going to go get some rest. My husband's actually sick right now. I think he's got food poisoning, which is horrible. So yes, those things come up. There's a lot of things you can't prevent, so let's work on the things that we can. All right, have a great evening, and keep pushing along. You guys are doing awesome.